They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now Brown. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 74 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. And it's good to make it 14-0. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And now running right through it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's Rodgers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Now he's forced out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it third down and 10.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Arthur Moats. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here's Roethlisberger. Brought in by Coates. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning. So maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And his throw is incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively, you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. It's good for a Steeler first down. Roethlisberger to Coates.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not doing it. It came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well. And
the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant, 33 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And it is now 21-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They're going to line up to go for this on fourth down. Rodgers stays on the field. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's got Bennett. It's a gain of 20 that time. And that leads to a Green Bay first.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because The way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. They'll run it with Bell, and he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to face a third down. Now Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 24-yard line. A big play on third there for the Steelers. 41 yards. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. It'll only be a gain of 1 yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. This is Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Throwing is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 319. Like 50. Like 50. No, no, ready.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Packers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
319! Scared. 26!
And with a play clock about to expire, Mike McCarthy's going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Packers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
319!
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
319!
Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Rodgers now on first down. Steps away to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On second down, here's Rodgers. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number 1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. That's complete right around the 8. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. So the chains are on their sides. It's 1st and goal from the 6. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'll be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
Second and goal. Defense digging in again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Ty Montgomery, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers get a score closer. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Here's Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops.
Like the way it sounds, Frody? Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage. Two. It's like I'm at the studio with Michael. You can hear me dancing on the beat. Bam, about to put a mansion on the beach. 100 Latins in your lobby. That's what happens when you're around with body. And I put that my mommy. I will never give my heart to a I can just make a dance that goes with this song. Then I'ma be on. Basic, gonna dance to it.